Welcome to Radicards TV. My name is Patrick. I'm your host. Today it is January 24th, 2015, and of course I took a trip to Frank & Sons, and I want to show you what I bought. I do this frequently, as you know. So today was sort of I guess a semi-productive day. You know, it's been kind of hit or miss some of the days I go back, but I always enjoy being there. So I did have a relatively decent day today. I want to share with you what I bought. So let me just readjust here. So when I went there, I went back to the same dealer I always go to, and we talked for a minute. And I was as I made my way back there to that table, I stopped off and looked at some other things, and you know, sat on some sort of had a conversation with myself about a potential buy. And so then I went to my friend's booth and I started talking to him, going through his cards. And I first went through his $5 box. He has a brand new $5 box, and pulled some things out of there, and then went through his 25-cent bin and pulled some things out of that. And then went back to another booth, a friend of mine, and bought some things. So we'll just kind of go through it. A lot of this stuff I already have, but as you know, I buy doubles just because I like the designs of cards, and at the right price it makes sense. So I just want to kind of share with you. This is actually my favorite Frank Thomas card of all the Frank Thomas cards ever made. This is the one that I love the most. It's because the design features a lot of elements that I just really appreciate aesthetically. I've got the hollow foil nautical stars, hollow foil stars, facsimile signature, marble green background. I mean, it's just so gorgeous. And you're probably thinking, well, what is it? What is this card that you're talking about? This came out in 1994, and when it came out, it was worth $60 to $80. I mean, maybe even upwards of $100. I don't quite remember. I just remember this card being well out of my reach, and I was never going to pull it because it was just so rare. This is from 1994 Leaf, the Gold Leaf Stars. This is such a beautiful set, and I just love when I manipulate it with the light source. I have a hollow foil bordering and facsimile signature. Just a great looking card all around. I just think this is fantastic. Here's what the backs look like. Now these are numbered out of 10,000. So back in '94, something out of 10,000 was still quite rare because the production output was still in the millions. And it was kind of the tail end of the overproduction era, but still in that era to some degree. And I want to say, even now, I could buy a couple boxes, and it might be rare to pull one of these out of the box. Now there are 15 cards in the set, and 10,000 cards per card that were printed, so we have 150,000 as the total output yield for 1994 Leaf Gold Stars. And if these are, one in every, say, 4 to 6 boxes, I mean, you can just imagine, do the math to see how much 1994 Leaf they produced, which was quite a bit. But I still very much enjoy this stuff a lot. I have quite a few of these. I think I have like 7 or 8 of them. I just think they're just gorgeous looking cards. So I picked it up for $5, which is funny. I fast forward 21 years, and the card has gone from $100 to $80 down to $5, and it's just kind of interesting. This next one, I've got a couple of copies of these. These are really cool though. This is from 1994 Donruss, and this is the Elite Series, Frank Thomas. This card also was in the upper double digits back when it came out, when it was released. It still does pretty well in market. I got this one for $5 too. This is the kind of card that you'd see in like really thick lucite slabs from back in the day. People pull them out of packs, and this would be one of those cards that would qualify as a high-end insert. I still very much love these things. Also too, still out of 10,000. Donruss Elite, even when they first came out in 1991, Donruss, those cards are still even mythical to me to this day. Even though I can get them available online, they're just so rare, because the 1991 output was, we're talking well into the millions per card, and we have 792 cards or whatever it was for that year. And we're talking huge numbers here. So pulling Donruss Elite was actually really rare. So in 91, all this is a 94 card. In 91, I bought many boxes through my mom buying me boxes and things at Costco and local card shops. Bought a lot of packs hoping to get a Donruss Elite, and I never did. In fact, I've never pulled a Donruss Elite out of any Donruss pack. I've always had to buy them, and this would be kind of an interesting set for a couple reasons. One of them is that each year they added on to their numbering scheme. So 1991 it was 1 through 9. 1992 it was, I think it was 10 through 18, and then 93 it was 19 through 27, and then 36 for the following year, whatever, in increments of 9. At least that's my understanding of how this went about. Whatever the case, the numbering scheme continued year to year. So this particular run is card 37 out of 48. So they're not 48 Donruss Elites in 1994 Donruss. There are probably around 9 of them. It just continues the run from the previous years. Well, that's something I really enjoyed out of Donruss Elite, that they did that, those inserts. I think that was a cool concept. You just don't see that in anything else. I don't know another insert set that had that numbering scheme. So moving on, I went to the quarter box and I pulled a few things out. Just some fun stuff. I started off pretty lightly with an 86 O-Pee-Chee Cal Ripken. So these 86 cards have the black border on the top, and 86 Topps non-O-Pee-Chee, well, two separate companies obviously, but the 86 Topps parallel to this is hard to grade high because of the black borders. This is always something you bring up with black borders, is that they're condition sensitive. I mean, this started in 1971 with 1971 Topps, and it's always something that's discussed with 71 Topps specifically. 86 Topps it settles comfortably in that category of cards, sets that are hard to grade high. Even more rare than these are the box bottoms that came with the panels, the 4-card panel with the red tops instead of black tops. They're really cool looking cards, really hard to grade high because the cards would be underneath the box and they'd be worn with stacking and everything else. So just that's another side conversation, I guess. But I was happy to get this O-Pee-Chee card. I remember when I first got the Topps version of this card when I was younger, and really liking an old classic image of Cal Ripken. I just think Cal Ripken's one of the, he's, to me, the reason why baseball still exists after the strike, because of his 2-1, 3-1 streak, which is so legendary and timely. Back when it happened in September of '95, I believe it was. Such a big year for baseball. It's a rough year for baseball in a lot of ways because it was a recovery year from the strike. So Cal Ripken to me is important for a lot of reasons, and I feel like I have to credit him for bringing baseball back as something that's still so important to the American fabric. So anyway, again, I'm just kind of tangenting here. A couple other things I picked up are in '94 Donruss, you had the chance of pulling a commemorative, I think it's 5th year anniversary Leaf commemorative, not a reprint, but a commemorative copy of Frank Thomas's 1990 Leaf card. So I got another one of these. In fact, I got 5 more of them today. I really like this. I was talking to my buddy today that these actually aren't hard to find, but they're probably hard to pull. But I have like quite a few of these cards. I think they're really cool. I remember when I first bought this. See, it's got the foil silver down here, and it's got the foil silver logo in the top right. I just think these are so cool. It's got the classic back for Frank Thomas. See, when this card dropped in 1990, it was, I remember it $80, $90 easily for the Frank Thomas just raw card. These are so cool. So I just grabbed a handful of whatever I found in those box, 5 of them. And then I've got 93 93 Topps Gold, black gold. Got 2 more of those. Love that card, love that design. And these are fun. These are from 1993 Leaf Thomas, if you will. I got preparation, aggressive, serious, intense, control, assertive, 2 assertives. So this was a 10 card set that you could pull out of packs. Well, not the whole set. You could pull individual cards out of packs. 1993 Leaf. I never pulled any of these, but I've bought a lot of them over the years, just because I think the set is so cool. Again, the hollow foil, and the different keywords on these, I think they're great. Preparation, aggressive, and on the back, it'll have a little statement of Frank Thomas and kind of what he would say about that particular keyword. And well, it wouldn't be him; it would be more like quotes or descriptions about Frank Thomas regarding preparation, regarding aggressive, regarding serious. These are really cool. Just a cool set. And then, in 93, Studio did something similar with Frank Thomas, and there was a 5-card set that he did. These are kind of fun. Again, just a little description on the back. I always like Studio. I think they did a great job with a lot of their products. Oh, right, yes. So, it's too bad I don't have a penny sleeve for this one, but this is a 1997 Donruss Gold Press Proof, a Bob Wells for the Seattle Mariners. I got this just because it's gold press proof and they're pretty rare. So they printed 500 per card of these. So quite a bit less of a print run from the Gold Leaf Stars, but that card in and of itself is, to me, worth much less than the Gold Leaf Stars. This is from 1995 Fleer, and I believe this comes out of Update. This is Thomas Diamond Tribute. Kind of a staple of a 95 release here. Good stuff. This is 1994 Leaf Power Brokers. I've always loved this set. I pulled this in a pack when I was younger, actually in 94. Being really excited about it. I used to live in Virginia this year, and bought a lot of this Leaf stuff back in the day. Leaf and Studio, and just hoping to pull Gold Leaf Stars and Studio Stars, and even some of the other inserts that came out of those products were top notch. This is 93 or 90, I think this is actually 90, yeah, this is 94 Triple Play. No, 94 Donruss Diamond Kings. Diamond Kings, always good stuff, and I'm not sure if, oh yeah, Perez did these too. He also did, I believe, most of the sets preceding, or all the sets preceding of Donruss from 81 to this year, 94. I don't remember how many years beyond that. He might have just continued going. I can't quite remember. But I just love his art. It's good stuff. Really captures the essence of baseball. And then this one's cool. This is actually, if you bought 1995 Super Nintendo game called Big Hurt Baseball, you get this card in the package. I mean, so what that tells me is that they printed a lot of these, because I think they printed like millions of that game, millions of copies. Excuse me. This is 1995 Leaf Acclaim, the Big Hurt. So it's essentially the 1995 Leaf base card with the hollow foil Big Hurt thing there. I remember when I first discovered this when I was younger. I didn't quite know what I was looking at, but I thought it was really neat. So, because of the way it was released, it's one of those cards that I'm okay getting a second copy or third or fourth or whatever. Something that's oftentimes what I'll think about when I buy doubles is, how is a card released? Is it redemption? Is it retail? Is it released regionally? Is it released in some package that's a set, or foil packages, partial sets that you have to accumulate in some way to pull cards? I mean, I don't know. So if I think about those things, I think about the possibility and sort of the more comforting thought of having a double and being okay with it, because those are the things that make, at least to me, a card rare. So moving on. These other cards I bought just kind of in combination of two other booths, and one guy had a $1 box, and then This guy sold this other card for me for $1. This is cool. This is from this is a little bit more of a confusing issue because this is 1995 Don Russ, Frank Thomas, card number 1. But I believe that this one was released in 96, this particular card. I remember when I first got this, I was confused about which year this came out of. I think this is from 96, but the back indicates it's from 95. I have this, but I for $1 I'll have a second copy because I just don't see these promos very often. They're just kind of cool. What else here? Oh right, yes. I wasn't sure if I had this, but for the basic I got this for free. Because I bought 6 cards, $1 each, and I only paid 5, so it made sense. This is 2008 Moments and Milestones. So this is say either love or loathe, and the reason why is because there are, for Frank Thomas, there are 521 different cards, each with 4 parallels, and each of those parallels has press plates. So you're looking at like over 4,000 yield, 4,000 cards yield, total yield for just this product alone. I mean, it's a little overkill, I think, but I grab them when I see them, but I don't actively look for them. So this would be one of those cards. I don't know if I have home run number 175, but I figured I'd just throw it down anyway, just whatever. Even if it's a loss, then it's not a big loss since it was I consider that the free one in this stack of 5, stack of 6, should I say. This is kind of cool. I've never seen this before. This is why I got this. Tom Glavine, at least 1990, Dubuque? I have no idea. I've never seen this product before in my life. There it is right there. It's a mini style, mini size card. Okay, so here's the back. It's got the perforated edges, which leads me to believe that obviously it was attached to other cards, but how was it released? Maybe a magazine, I don't know. So I don't know anything about it. This is going to be a cool one to research, just to learn about it. Happy to get that. Usually what I buy is, when I buy stuff like this, it's because I've never seen it. And I've been in this hobby for, I mean, gosh, I guess going on close to 30 years. And when I see stuff I've never seen, I get kind of excited. So, got that. What else we got here? We'll start this off with this. This is fun. This is a 1996 Topps Gallery Private Players issue. Michael Tucker. I didn't get it because it was Michael Tucker, although Michael Tucker may be a great player. I don't know much about him. I know that he started in 90. Gosh, when was his first time I learned about Michael Tucker was 1994, but I believe he showed up in like a traded set or something much earlier on than that. In any case, I believe these were out of 1,000. This card is on the back, is serial number to 880. So these are kind of cool. You just don't see them frequently. The Private Players issue parallel stamp there. I like stuff like this. Again, another 90s parallel thing that I just totally dig. What else here we've got? This is also excellent. Sportflix 96 Artist Proof. Moses Alou, card number 67. Again, great parallel from a great year. 96 was a great year to collect cards. 97 was a great year. 98 was a great year. Just this mid-90s years were just fantastic. And I remember when I learned about these artist proofs from 96 Sportflix, I was thinking, how would they get an artist proof stamp on this kind of like 3D sort of emotion kind of technology? And when I first saw them in hand, I was like, those are really cool. They're stamped on there like that. I love that stuff. It's so cool. Kind of be a fun set to put together, actually, the artist proof versions of 96 Sportflix. Good stuff. And these last two cards from 96 Pinnacle, these are also artist proofs. And this is fun too, because these are out of 100 and out of 200. That is so weird. Maybe Series 1 was out of 100, and then Series 2 was 101 out of 200. So actually the whole artist proof set is 200 cards. This would like throw off anybody, I think. I think that this is funny. So this is 96 Pinnacle. Here's a Lee Smith, card number 122 out of 200. It's artist proof, 96 Pinnacle. And then we've got the Mo Vaughn artist proof. This is card 28 out of 100. So again, there's the numbering scheme there, you can see. So this is the first time I've made this discovery or witnessed this, or I've actually seen this on hand, is that it would, at least logically, I would think that cards 1 through 100 would be Series 1 artist proofs, and cards 101 to 200 would be artist proof Series 2. Yes, that's right. I pick these up when I see them because I just don't see them very frequently. Artist proofs and parallels and things like that from the 90s are just so cool. And you just can't beat the Dufex technology. Pinnacle was right on the game with that stuff. Just so cool. So, I hope you enjoyed my video for this evening. I enjoyed sharing things with you. And until next time, enjoy collecting.